So Gareth, looking at this, I can see the traditional elements of classrooms, but also lecture theatre and workshops. You've got quite a combination here, haven't you?
Absolutely. We put an awful lot of effort into make sure we covered all the bases, as it were. So we wanted as an authentic experience as possible. So we've got traditional kind of workshops on the right-hand side here. We've got a 2-ton crane that goes to full length, so we can move things around, alter it as the needs might be. We're going to obviously have the kind of traditional work where people are introduced to engineering, basic kind of sheet metal work, the vice kind of activities at this end, working up to more advanced manufacturing, CNC machining, advanced welding techniques, joining techniques as we progress up that side of the building. What's really special about this building, though, is the combination of the science area, which is sort of the second floor here in the centre, which is based on the Faraday model, where we've got a central hub for kind of computers, as you like, or paperwork and recording experiments. But individually, we've got 5 science labs that each do a different job. They start off with a kind of more elementary, if you like, kind of science basis, the physics experiments, the pendulums, the simple chemistry experiments, to much more advanced professional type environment, what you might find in a company like Johnson Matthey Fuel Cells, for example, that kind of high-tech chemical environment. And that what's really special is the way that this area overlooks the lecture theatre, and you can see there's a large gap here, and this is a 300 lecture theatre, so people can see what's going on for special events from both sides. It can be almost like a 360-degree experience, which is great. We've got traditional kind of classrooms, if you like, or learning bases that will deal with language teaching, English, mathematics to some extent, humanities, where we're teaching those. But also what we've got at this end is some more kind of experimental facilities, labs, if you like, that might deal with product design. It might have 3D printing, for example. Well, it will definitely have 3D printing. But it might also have elements of automation technology. So learners and associates can learn what the principles of managing a factory might be in the process of materials going from raw materials to the finished product through an automation basis.
So that's tying very closely with, of course, the engineering companies in Swindon.
Absolutely. So, companies like BMW and Honda will have that technology, be very familiar. They'll not only be dealing with how they kind of program those robots, if you like, and that technology, they're also interested in maintaining it as well. So we're working very closely with our partners to bring in some of those technologies where we can for our learners and associates to see that firsthand. So when they go into the employment market, it's not novel, it's not new. They know it. They're off the shelf, if you like. There is definitely a gap in Swindon for this type of education that isn't provided elsewhere. That's the first key point. Swindon needs to have those high-level skills. It's got lots of high-tech industries in the area. It's got more industries coming in all the time, and it needs these highly technical people. So the next step, obviously, when people graduate from the UTC, they'll hopefully go off to do degree courses, maybe at Oxford Brookes, maybe at Reading, maybe other universities like Bath and so on. Maybe at Swindon College, maybe they'll develop degree courses there too. They might go on to do advanced apprenticeships or high-level apprenticeships. They might leave and start their own companies. Or they might have other activities. But the one thing's for sure, that we'll have an influx of more highly technical people into Swindon, which is so critical for the economic development of the town.